All right, this is 5th grade Excel, lesson 97, calculating cost per unit. That means cost for each item that you buy of something. Sometimes things are sold in groups, and that doesn't tell you how much it costs for one of the items. And so we're going to be looking at that kind of a problem today. You guys already do stuff for money problems, which is an equivalent ratio problem, where you have, say, you get 3 apples for 25 cents. How much would it cost for 6 apples? And you guys already know to go times 2, and so you multiply that times 2, and you get 50 cents. That's a stuff for money problem or an equivalent ratio problem. We do problems similar to that. I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to teach you a different way to do this than what's shown on the Excel lesson. So make sure you pay attention to me. Don't just race through the lesson or fast forward, because you're going to need to see how I'm teaching you how to do it. I think it's a little bit easier than the way that the paper shows you. First part here says 6 apples cost 30 cents. How much will 3 apples cost? The easiest way to solve this problem is to set up a chart. And what we mean by that is that right there, okay? The relationship between the 6 and the 3 is the same as the relationship between the 30 cents and the cost for 3 apples, so 15 cents. And so let me just show you this problem here. It says 6 apples for 30 cents, 3 apples for what? And what we're doing here is dividing both by 2 and getting 15 cents. So that's the easiest way to do the problem. It's the way you've learned how to do it so far. Now suppose that the problem had been worded a little differently. 6 apples cost 30 cents. How much will 4 apples cost? 6 is not a multiple of 4, so the chart method will not be used. I say, we're going to still use the chart method, and I'll show you how in just a second. But what they're saying is, what if this number over here, I'll kind of erase this stuff and change it. What if this was 4 apples? Okay, well, you can't go 6 divided by something is 4, so they're saying not to use the chart. But I say let's go ahead and use the chart. And instead of doing your multiplication and your division this way, you're now going to go across this way. So we're going to use the same chart method. Don't do it the way that they're showing you here. Okay? And just put in your multiplication or your division going to the right instead of up and down. So to go from 6 to 30, what are we going to do? Times 5, right? Not too tough. So since we're multiplying the apples times 5 to get 30 cents, we're going to multiply the apples times 5 down here to get 20 cents. So the answer is 20 cents, and you can see we get the same answer that's written there on your paper. So remember, still use the chart, but you're just going to multiply or divide a different direction. So when you build your chart, always just look either up and down or side to side to see which one of those will work. All right, let's take a look, and again, we're not going to do it the way that they're showing you on here, so let's do this first one together. 5 cookies cost, and by the way, you should not have anything written on your paper yet so far. You can just be paying attention to me. On this part here, though, I do want you to write this as I teach it. 5 cookies cost 20 cents. How much will 7 cookies cost? So everybody write this on your paper, a little stuff for money problem. Everybody write 5C, C for cookies. Don't forget to write that. That way you save some confusion. For 20 cents. And make sure you put the cent sign. Don't just put numbers. Make sure you put an arrow in there. And then you have 7 cookies. We don't know what that would cost, so that's our missing number. Now you can imagine what we're going to do here. We can't go from 5 to 7, but we're going to look going across this way. How do you go from 5 to 20 cents? Well, that's times 4. 7 times 4, 28 cents. And you can see that's what they got right there. This should be written on your paper to show that you're paying attention to the lesson and that you can do it the old way of doing a chart. Okay, I want you to pause the video, do numbers 2 and 3, turn the video back on when you're ready to see the solution. So here we have 4 eggs for 32 cents. You should have written it like this. And then we want to know how much does 3 eggs cost. We can't go from 4 to 3, but we can go from 4 to 32. 4 times 8 is 32, so 3 times 8 is 24 cents. And our answer is 24 cents. All right, let's go to the next one here. 2 stamps cost 18 cents. 2 S for stamps 18 cents. How much will 5 stamps cost? Okay, again, we can't go from 2 to 5, but we can go from 2 to 18. 2 times 9 is 18. 5 times 9 is 45. 45 cents. Not too tough, huh? Alrighty. And you've got a box here with a check answer, so go ahead and try these 3. Add up the check answer, make sure you can get it right, but then turn back on the video and watch how I do them just to get it totally into your mind. So pause the video now. Alright, so once again we have 3 pairs, 24 cents. How much will 8 pairs cost? Can't go from 3 to 8, but we can go from 3 to 24. 3 times 8 is 24. 8 times 8 is 64 cents. So your first answer, 64 cents. 4 buttons cost 28 cents. Should be getting pretty easy for you by now. 9 buttons. Don't know how much it's going to cost. Can't go from 4 to 9, but we can go from 4 to 28. Multiplying by 7. 9 times 7, 63 cents. So the answer is 63 cents. 8 apples cost 72 cents. Notice I'm keeping the letter on there as a label kind of, and then the label of money as well. And then it says 3 apples, and we don't know the price there. And we can't go from 8 to 3, but we can go from 8 to 72 by multiplying by 9. 3 times 9 is 27, 27 cents. And then you should have added these together in the check answer. And don't forget, when you're adding your check answer, actually add it. Don't just copy this number down. Take the time to add it up, otherwise you're going to end up missing your stamp for your homework. Okay, so you have 10, 14, carry the 1. 3 plus 12 is 15. We don't need to carry the 1, it's just 15. Put the decimal point in there, and it does add up. Alright, hopefully you learned something today. Thanks for watching.